Hello, my name is Jeff Boyce and I've been a realtor here in the Denver area for the past 21 plus years. Love selling houses here, but our market sure has changed and the whole Denver metro sure has changed over the last 20 some years that I've been doing real estate. I'm also going to tell you the pros and cons in living not only in Denver itself, but also the suburban areas, the big popular ones like Parker, Highlands Ranch, Castle Rock, Centennial, Littleton, Aurora. Up on the north side, Thornton, the Reunion area up in Commerce City is huge. Lots of homes are still being sold in Arvada, Westminster, Lakewood, Golden. And interestingly enough, each one of these cities is very different and unique. Here we go. Here's some quick facts on the Denver metro area. Our median age, half the people above, half the people below, is 44 years old. And Denver is really considered a millennial city, one of the top 5 in the country. Lots of young people here. Both USA Today and US News and World Reports has Denver ranked number 1 and 2 in the entire country because of our job availability and one of the lowest unemployment percentages in the entire country of all the major US cities. On top of that, we have tremendous job growth here. Disadvantage of the Denver area is our housing market. Our rental prices on both apartments and condos and rental homes has gone through the ceiling, and the purchase price of the average median house last year in 2021, it went up 18%. Unfortunately, the previous year in 2020, the first year of COVID, we went up 12.5% that year. So apartments and housing is very expensive, and it's one of the biggest drawbacks to the Denver metro area, unfortunately. Denver added 22,000 new residents in 2019, and we added 37,000 in 2020. And we're projected to have, for our 2021 final numbers, about 35 to 40,000 new residents. That is a heck of a lot of people moving to the Denver metro area. And it's really screwing up our real estate in both our rental and our home buying situations. So it's one of the worst problems that we have when you're relocating out here for a job or a job transfer. We have very little inventory, housing inventory for you to look at. We're still able to do apartment rentals. Those are still available right now. But rental houses and purchasing a house, we have some of the lowest inventory in the entire United States and the lowest inventory over the last 6 months. And again, I've been a realtor for 21 plus years here, a broker here. We've had the lowest housing inventory in the last 6 months here, and that is a record for the past 25 years, even before I was doing real estate. We have so little homes to look at that you really need to give me a call, and we need to really go over your financial situation and your housing situation so we can find you a place and not take 3, 4, 5, or 6 months or longer to get you into a house. I can clearly do it sooner than then, but it's going to take a really good strategy. Additionally, if you're looking to purchase a home in both Denver or any of the suburbs, you can expect to pay anywhere from $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, or $40,000 over list price for a home. And I apologize, I know it's like a dagger in the heart, but that's just our current market. And like I said, when you give me a call at 303-622-5700, I'll get you a custom list of homes where you'd like to buy and in your price range. And then I'll also send you all the homes that have sold in the last 3 or 4 months that'll show what their list price was and what they actually sold for. I think you might be shocked to know that probably 90% of the homes sell for $20,000 to $40,000 over list price. I just want you to be prepared for that. So I want to give you the final numbers for 2021, our big COVID year here in Denver. Our number 1 city for home sales obviously was Denver itself, the city and county of Denver. The good news is that homes are still starting at $270,000, but don't expect too much for that. You're probably only going to get a 2-bedroom home, and you may not get a attached or even a detached garage. You might only get a driveway and a carport starting in the 270s, but they're still available. Denver's #1. #2 is Aurora, and the median price there is $495,000, and homes selling in Aurora start at about $295,000. Littleton was #3, and the median price there was $625,000, with homes starting at about $375,000. And then I'll put the chart up for you, and you can take a look at everything else. #4 and #5 were Parker and Arvada. Homes in Parker, the median price was $650,000, and Arvada was $590,000. So like I said, those are our median prices. And last year, our median price went up from 2020 to 2021. Last year, we were up 18% in home pricing in the entire Denver metro area. It's just horrible. But if you are a homeowner, how would you like to make 18% on your home by just paying your mortgage loan? Not too bad, huh? So once we get you in a home, it's going to be the nicest place you ever live, with tons of fun stuff to do here in Denver. Also, I wanted to give you the top 5 selling zip codes and cities in the Denver metro area. #1 on that was out in Aurora, and that is zip code 813. And in zip code 813, our median home price was $475,000. #2 was also out in Aurora, and that's zip code 80015, and our median price in 815 is $515,000. #3 was the Reunion area, super nice newer area out by Denver International Airport, just west of the airport in Commerce City. Our median price there was $520,000. #4 was Thornton itself, zip code 80233, and our median price there was $455,000. And #5 was in Parker, and the main zip code there was 80134 in Parker. And our median price there was $642,000. And I'll put that chart up for you so you can see the rest of those, the top 10 in the Denver area. My #1 reason and the pro for living in the Denver metro area is our housing market, specifically appreciation. Like I've been saying, once you get into a home here, our appreciation has been fantastic over the last 10 years. Let's just take the last 10 years. Home prices have practically doubled in the last 10 years. Isn't that crazy? Now, it's terrible if you're renting, but if you own a house, like I said, the whole entire Denver metro area appreciation in 2021 was 18%. And that is just beyond insane. And the year before that, we were at about 12.5% over the entire Denver metro area. So let me go over that home appreciation in some of our top 5 selling cities in the metro area, and I'll give you an idea of what appreciation is doing there. And I want to compare apples to apples and oranges to oranges. So I did 3+ bedroom homes, so they had to have at least 3 bedrooms, and they had to have at least a 1-car garage. So in these statistics, I've excluded carports and detached garages. So here are those statistics. In Denver, the median price of a home in 2021 was $538,000. We're currently at $625,000. Last year we were at $538,000, and Denver itself was up $93,000 on the median price home. And again, median price means half of the homes sold above and half of the homes sold below. To give you a real good idea on that, $93,000 increase in 2021 to 2022. And the previous year, we were at $445,000 for our median price. In Aurora, our #2 selling city, we're currently at about a $525,000 median price on a home. Last year, we were at $495,000 was our median price, and that had gone up 19.2% from the previous year in 2020. Parker. Parker remains one of our most popular cities and zip codes. Parker is a newer city, super cool place to live in the Douglas County schools. In 2021, the median price of a home finished out at about $650,000, half above that, half sold below that. And that was up nearly 21% from 2020. That's a $112,000 increase from 2020. Parker got hit with one of the highest appreciations or home equity markets, but if you're looking to buy a home, the reason that Parker is so expensive and so popular and why we have so few homes for sale in Parker is simply because the schools down there and the amenities are fantastic. There's tons and tons of bike and walking paths, so you can take small children in a stroller or take your small kids on bike rides throughout the communities and the areas down in Parker. Super neat. But Parker went up 20.8% last year. Up on the north central part of Denver, our most popular city up there is Thornton. And in 2021, our median price up there was $508,000. I know that sounds super high, and that was a 15% increase over 2020. But Thornton still remains very popular and very affordable. If you need to live on the north side of town because of your job or whatnot, Thornton is a great place to commute down to anywhere on the north side of the Denver downtown area, and it is still very affordable with homes starting in the 300,000s for you. Give me a call, 303-622-5700, and I'll get you a custom home list of homes that have sold in Thornton and are currently available in Thornton in your price range. The next one, Littleton, remains one of our most popular cities to live in. Our current median price in 2021 to finish out was $625,000 for a home. That was an 18.3% increase from 2020. Unfortunately, that was a $97,000 increase in your home equity or appreciation or what it cost you to buy a home. So think about it. If you bought a home in Littleton in 2020, you would have made on paper $97,000 by just making your mortgage payment. Isn't that crazy? Isn't Denver the coolest place in the world? And again, home appreciation is my #1 reason for coming to move to Denver. It's still a great place if you own a home. If you're renting, it's very challenging. Let's talk about Castle Rock, probably the second most popular area on the south side of town where people want to relocate. In 2021, the median price of a home was only just right at $600,000, which was a 16.5% increase over the previous year. But unfortunately, in 2020, we were at $515,000, so it was an $85,000 increase, and also a 15.8% increase from appreciation in 2019. Castle Rock and Parker remain probably our #1 and #2 most desirable places to live in the South metro area because most of the houses there are newer. I think the statistics are, and if you want that, I'll get it for you, that over 80% of the homes in Parker and Highlands Ranch are less than 20 years old. So what are you getting for your money in Aurora or Denver and some of the older parts of town, Arvada and Westminster? You're getting a home that was built in the 60s, 70s, or 80s in those cities. But in Parker and Castle Rock and Highlands Ranch, you're getting a home that's less than 20 years old. In Highlands Ranch in 2021, our median price there was $660,000. And part of the reason for that is, and that was a 21.1% increase over the previous year, but part of the problem that we have in Highlands Ranch, and as popular as it is with the 3 zip codes there, 80126, 80129, and 80130, is that we don't have any new homes being built there. We're out of land in that area, so all the new homes are being built over in Parker and down in Castle Rock. So everybody that wants to live in Highlands Ranch, if you can't afford it, needs to go over to Castle Rock or Parker give me a call on that. Again, I'll explain that situation there. But Highlands Ranch is fantastic. If there were more homes there, it would probably be our #1 selling city in the entire Denver metro area. But we're out of homes. They're not building any new ones, and it's just resale homes. And it's very rare on a weekend to find only about 5 or 6 homes per weekend for sale under $675,000. I'm sorry folks, that's just the way it is. One of the most popular areas and the #1 selling zip code and city in Denver County is actually the Green Valley Ranch, which is located just above Aurora and out by Denver International Airport. Green Valley Ranch, the median price of a home in 2021 was only $460,000. So it was actually the lowest median price of any area in the Denver metro area. Now, a lot of people don't like to live out there, but all of the homes out there are practically brand new. Almost all of them are 10 years old or less. But you're kind of out there further in northeast Denver, and a lot of people don't like to live out that far. But man, is it a good deal if you're looking for a newer or practically brand new, and they're still building lots of new homes out there, folks. And I can certainly help you with a new home. You'll just be on a 4 to 6 month wait list on that build. But Green Valley Ranch has some fantastic deals on condos, townhomes, and single family homes out there. And that's zip code 80249. But in 2021, that median price was up $75,000 over 2020 when it was only $385,000. And then my final recommendation and popular area for you is the Reunion, Buffalo Run, and Commerce City area just west of Denver International Airport out there. The coolest thing about the Reunion area is it's practically brand new too, and they're building lots of houses out there currently. In 2021, our median price out there was $520,000, which is pretty darn good, but it went up 21% over 2020. It had one of the highest increases in the entire metro area, and it went up 19% in 2020 over the previous year of 2021. That is a $90,000 increase in a purchase price of a home. If you would have bought one of those beautiful Reunion 2-story homes out there, you would have made like $90,000 in home equity right now if you had bought it a year ago. Isn't that the craziest thing ever? So again, my #1 pro reason for relocating to Denver, and really the best reason other than our fantastic weather out here, is that our housing market is just fantastic. I can't imagine that we're going to double in price in the next 10 years like we had in the previous 10 years. God only knows though. But if you own a home, man, is it a great time to buy a home in the Denver metro area. And finally, my #1 con or disadvantage to moving to the Denver area is we still have, with all the people relocating here, guess tons of traffic. So our morning and afternoon rush hour traffic kind of stinks here. They're doing some road construction on I-70 right now. And they're also doing a little bit of road construction on the north side of town. So your commute time here can be bad. And unfortunately, with all those cars, we kind of have a brown cloud here, which is from our auto emissions mostly. So in the winter, when we have that thermal inversion here, you can see our brown cloud. We're famous for our brown cloud here. We have some bad air in the winter. Typically, as soon as we get winds in 2 or 3 days, it all blows away out to Kansas and Nebraska. Same thing in the summer. We can get some temperature inversions here, and we get that brown cloud here in the summer. But again, all it takes is an afternoon, afternoon windstorm or just a little bit of wind, 5-10 miles an hour will blow it all out of town, but it's still here. That pretty much wraps up my top 5 pro and cons for living here in the Denver metro area. My name is Jeff Boyce, and I've been a Denver metro realtor for over 21 years. Love it here. I've lived in practically every single city here. Give me a call at 303-622-5700 or email me at Jeff, Boyce, B-O-Y-C-E, realtor@gmail.com, and I'll get you a custom list of homes based on where your job relocation is going to be or where you think that you want to live in whatever part of town. Real important, so you know before you go out house shopping kind of what the area has been selling for. So if you think you might want to live up in Green Valley Ranch, or you love the Parker area and you're thinking like maybe I'd love the Stonegate area, or maybe I want to live near Canterbury or Stroh Ranch, I'll get you a list of homes that sold in the last 2 or 3 months so you can see every home that's sold. You can look at the number of bedrooms, baths, and square feet that those homes have and compare it to what's available right now, currently available for sale on the market. Real important for you also if you want to move down to Castle Rock. There's 2 main areas down in Castle Rock, 80109, which is basically I-25 and west, and then the zip code 80104, which is the Castle Rock area up on the hill that you can't see. That's Founders Village up there, and it's super popular, and our homes are a little bit less expensive up there. Again, my name is Jeff Boyce. Give me a call, 303-622-5700. I'm glad to help you with your relocation out here to Denver and to make it as smooth as possible. And don't forget, you're probably going to need to allocate 30 to 60 days to find a house and get it under contract. All of these cities that I've been talking about, on a weekend, these homes that are for sale from, you know, the 300,000 up to about 650,000, those homes are typically only available to see on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday on 15-minute appointments. So do the math on that one, and a lot of these homes are getting 60, 80 to 100 showings over a weekend with all of those competing offers, which is usually 10 to 15 offers per home. I know that sounds impossible, and you're like, Jeff, you're just absolutely giving me a heart attack. But I want to be straight with you. I'm working with 3 clients right now, and you're going to need to allocate some time to find a house because we're going to go on a bidding war on these houses. But that's also why I can help you, because I've got a very strategic marketing strategy to help get you into a house, even though it might take us 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks to find one. Again, my name is Jeff Boyce. Thanks for watching all my videos. Please subscribe below. I appreciate it. And please give me a thumbs up. That really helps my channel too. Thanks again.